Now, as military heads across Africa meet in Abuja to strategize on how to improve security on the continent, Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has doused tension over the absence of military chiefs from Burkina Faso and Mali. In an exclusive with Arise News, Musa, who is the chief host of the African Chiefs of Defense Staff Summit in Abuja, stated that both nations sent representatives and are willing to collaborate to enhance security on the continent.
Nigerian participants here.
Yes.
And for the Burkinabes and the Malians, we have the political class also in attendance. So for us, it's not about politics. It's about the professionalism in the military. And for military, we know it's important for us to succeed. We must collaborate, work jointly, work together as a team. And that's what we're doing. And I can tell you, we're working together with the Nigerians, with the Burkinabes, with the Malians, and everybody.
Well, let us into some of the discussions that we've had already at the parliamentary sessions. Yeah. Is Africa indeed ready to look for its own solution?
Of course, that's why everybody is here. I mean, a lot of people, those ones that doubted us, never believed that we'll get this number that will be here and it will just be a talk show. But you can see that people came here prepared and ready to commit themselves, because we know the only way we can defeat this is by facing these challenges, the African challenges, and can be only solved by African solutions. And that's what we're doing. And that's, the discussions are frank, truthful. And I think that's very critical.
And then talking about some of the truthful discussions, well, yesterday we had ECOWAS indeed asked the United Nations for to make that contribution of 75% support to Africa's standby
very
force.
Well, which is very important, because issues of funding, countries around here do not have the wherewithal to be able to fund themselves properly. So it's important for ECOWAS, AU coming together, funding ourselves. And I think it's also very critical that we must be able to fund ourselves to deal with ourselves, because if we allow other people to fund us, they will dictate what we do. And that's why it's important that whatever it takes, security first. Once there's security, there will be development. And that's why it's critical for us to fund ourselves, work together as a team, and find our own solutions.
It's interesting and to see that Nigeria is also taking the lead as regards, having all these discussions together right now. Well, we know Nigeria is quite strategic.
Over time, yes.
Talk to us why we must be at the front right now.
We must, because we have so much to lose. One, everybody knows Nigeria is a very peaceful, peace-loving people. We've been there for our brothers, we've been there for our friends over time, not even now. Even before insurgency and terrorism came into place, Nigerians have done so much in Zimbabwe, we've done there in Kenya, we've done there in South Africa, we've done so many things in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and we're still doing as we speak, because we still have our troops in Central African Republic, we still have our troops in Gambia, we have our troops in Sierra Leone. So it's one thing that we know how to do, and it's something that we want to encourage. Let it not be only Nigeria. I mean, other countries too should step up so that we can continue to do and work this together.
Well, CDSR, before I let you go, I'm sure that you've taken a tour of the exhibition center, and you must be very excited with some of these research and development initiatives that we have on ground. Do you think we are close to that point where we can fight our wars with our weapons, where we can indeed, own our own logistics?
We're heading there. It's work in progress. I can tell you countries like Egypt, South Africa are already doing so much. I mean, they've been producing weapons for quite some time now. Nigeria too has started, and we want to encourage that. I'm happy Mr. President last year signed the bill, the DICOM bill, enabling us to partner with original equipment manufacturers, the Manufacturer Institute. A lot of the APCs you've seen, a lot of the MRAPs you see were produced locally. And I'm sure you have seen the communication equipment, the drones and all this is produced by Nigerian companies using Nigerian products. So it's very important that we must produce. We have been fighting insurgency for 16 years. One of the reasons why it has been prolonged is getting equipment, the right equipment to fight. It's been a bit difficult. Even with your money, you don't get them just quite easily like that. And especially with the fight, the Russian-Ukrainian war coming in, the Gaza-Israeli war coming in. So the preference is these weapons go there, not to us. So it's important that we also produce so that we can get the best quality. It will bring employment for our troops. It will save our foreign exchange, and we'll be able to sell to our neighboring countries. And I think it's a win-win thing for us.